Hey everybody, welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. You know what time it is. It is time for the evening briefing. Good evening to you all. Hey, it's a little breezy down here and that ocean is building. It's getting kind of rough as we take a look at it. The water temperature, not bad. Still feels like it's around 60 degrees to yours truly. We've seen some sand crabs up and down the beach here, which is a great sign for surf fishing. I'm going to tell you about our May 10th big event down here that you are invited to. That's going to be a lot of fun. We'll cover everything that went on from the morning briefing until right now with you. And of course, we'll get you caught up on some trips that we have in the very near future that we would love you to join us on. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Deeply appreciate it when you do that. Subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel and tick that little bell. You'll be notified when there's new content. You can follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcast, and Spotify, and our brand new Spanish language YouTube channel, Aventuras del Gringo. And we'll be coming to you live from Ensenada on Tuesday evening with Tackle Shop Confessions from Ensenada. It's the Ensenada version of Tackle Shop Confessions, and my co-host Paulina will be there with me. We're going to definitely do our show on Friedman Adventures, but I think we're going to do a live show also on Aventuras del Gringo, maybe an hour of each. Definitely, I will be putting up the schedule so you can join us for the English version, because that's going to be a lot of fun. You can ask Paulina a question. I don't know what she's got up her sleeve, but she said, Felipe, Gringo, I got a present for you, or I got a surprise for you. So I don't know if she's going to throw a pie in my face, or I'm going to get like a Paulina jacket, or who knows. I'm not sure, but it should be a lot of fun down there in Ensenada. And Anthony and I are going to do some surf fishing on the way down. Of course, we're going to take you right along with us. In fact, we're going to have our colder ice. You got to visit Chris Rank over there at the Ventura Sport Fishing Expo. One more day of that colder ice. He's in the Anacapa room, booth number 102. We're going to sprinkle some colder ice on our ice, and below it there's going to be some beautiful ribeye steaks that we're going to take down and barbecue on the beach at Playa Saldamondo. How can you beat that? We're going to be catching all kinds of fish, eating ribeye steak. It's going to be really fun, and we're going to take you along for the ride. And we got some other great stuff down south of the border planned for you all. Then on the way back, I'll be picking up my catch, wink wink, from the Independence 5-day trip, going over to Sportsman Seafood and picking up our catch there. So we're going to have a lot of content for you, including how to cross the border, what insurance you need, what about Napoleonic law, what does that mean there's no writ of habeas corpus in Mexico. I'll explain all of that tomorrow. Make sure that you're safe and sound. Man, what the heck is going on here? I'm going to get doused by a wave tonight. Give you some real entertainment here this evening. All right, let me get into a few things with you because there have been some developments since we talked to you this morning on the morning briefing. I'll be back, of course, bright and early tomorrow morning right here on the beach. Can't wait to do that with you all. Tuna fishing. Our bluefin tuna fishing has been very poor for a couple of days, but it's easy to figure out why that's been the case, and it's been Mother Nature. The weather out there is nasty. It is blowing. There's a big swell. That swell or some high surf will manifest itself here tomorrow morning. We'll be able to show that to you on the morning briefing. That should be very, very interesting, but for right now, it's nasty. In fact, at 3 o'clock this morning, I was talking to Max Nui, the great young captain on board the Pacific Voyager, and Max said, we got to get out of here. It is unfishable. We're going to start moving to the east and see what we can do. Last night, it was 0 to 9 per boat on the bluefin tuna. Max had a couple of fish, I think, but overall it was very slow, and it's just weather. It's just been way too rough, and it's going to intensify here right now. It's really nasty. It's going to all come down on Monday, and then by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it should be really good, and I'm thankful for that because I have some Friedman Adventure family guys who were posting on our YouTube channel about going out on Tuesday, Monday, and I think they're going to have some really good fishing. We get some coverage out there, and the boys relocate that fish. It's going to be game on. So hopefully that'll be the case. So we've had a dip in the bluefin tuna bite, but it's perfectly obvious why it took place. Coronado Islands today man, during the daytime, we saw a lot of yellows at the islands down there south of the border, but they didn't want to bite. In fact, the Mission Belle had no yellowtail. They had a nice halibut on their trip. The San Diego looked it over, saw a lot of yellowtail, but man, did they have lockjaw right now. They just don't want to bite all that well. And that was definitely the case today. San Diego had 4 fish. I think the Malahini had a bunch of rockfish, saw yellows, but again, they didn't want to bite. Good bonito fishing continuing again in Ensenada. It's been good down there around La Bufadora and even up there around Punta Banda. We saw those big bonito biting down there. That was really, really good. Hey, a couple trips I want to tell you about. Number one, May the 16th, we are on the El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. A few spots left on that trip. It's a Friday. We leave at 5 a.m., fish till 5 p.m. Catalina Island out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. And then June the 6th, that's a Friday. We're on the El Patron again. I haven't even publicized that. I mentioned it to a friend today, and he took 12 spots on the boat. So we're almost sold out of that one also. May the 16th, June the 6th. You want to go on both those or any one of those, send me a text. You don't book through the landing. You send me a text, 657-227-6459, and we'll get you signed up on both of those trips or one of those trips, either way you want to do it. May the 30th, we're on the Island Spirit. We are sold out. Woohoo! Man, this weather is starting to come in here. These waves are going to wash me out to sea. Nah, you're not that lucky. So our Island Spirit up there is sold out. But our June the 2nd reverse 2.5-day trip out of 22nd Street Landing on board the Apollo, I think we have 4 spots left. That is going to be a phenomenal trip. It's called a reverse 2.5-day trip because you leave at 10 in the morning. And if you're fishing that bluefin and it's biting at night, you're on it the first night. You get a whole night of it. You're on it the second night. You get a whole night of it. It's the perfect way to do it. If you're fishing that halibut and white sea bass, you're up there at night. You get position alpha. That is to say, you get the good spot and you're able to tank up with squid. It's a great trip. Leaving June the 2nd, back on June the 4th at 7 p.m. If you want to get on any of those trips, 657-227-6459. The El Patron ran their first trip today out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. I point out there because that's where Catalina Island is. And that's where they fish. Limits of rockfish for them. Got a bunch of sculpin and whitefish. Fantastic fishing on the El Patron. Her new engines are in. She's looking great. And man, she'll be running all season from now on. Really great fishing on the El Patron, man. They do a great job. www.longbeachsportfishing.org. Hey, up there at the Ventura County Fairgrounds, also, you can go up and say hi to Saul and whoever else is in the Ventura Sport Fishing booth. Make sure you do that. And remember, the Island Spirit, if you buy a full fare ticket and you fish on a weekday during May, your second ticket is 50% off. That's a heck of a deal. You can drop by there and talk to the boys at their booth or just give them a call at 805-676-3474. Very good rock fishing up and down the Southern California coast. That still is the case. This local weather, I'm not sure about tomorrow. It doesn't look like it's going to blow that bad, but there's going to be some big sets rolling in here. Hopefully the guys will be able to fish that. And here in the Southern California surf, man, I got to point you down there. See the tower? Anderson and Pacific Coast Highway. On May the 10th, it's a Saturday. It's the day before Mother's Day. We're going to have another big surf fishing event. The last one was phenomenal. We had 200 people show up for that event. It was fantastic. It was so nice spending time with you. We're going to have another big raffle that you'll be able to participate in. If you can't make it, you'll still be able to participate. I'll let you know how in the subsequent days, but that's going to be so much fun. And it's planned on that day because A, it's the day before Mother's Day, so Mom won't want to kill you. You'll be there for her on Mother's Day. You might even have some fresh fish, a nice halibut to make fish tacos out of. B, or whatever, was that number 1 or was that A? I can't remember. Let's say it was number 1. Number 2, the tide is high at sunrise, and that is a magical combination that produces really good fishing. And on Mother's Day, there's a grunion run. So we are here the day before a grunion run with the high tide at sunrise and the water's warming up and we've seen improving fishing here, that's going to be a good one. And whether you like to fish or not, come on down. You want to come down and have a cup of coffee and goof off with us, get in the raffle, you can do that. If you want to come down and turn the kids loose and let them beachcomb and throw sand at one another, I'll join in with them because I'm a big kid at heart. That'll be a lot of fun. It's family fun. Bring everybody down to have a great time. If you just want to watch the sunrise or hang out, it's great. And it's from 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. So once again, you can show up anytime in those hours you like. You want to sleep in a little and come down at 8:30? You want to come down at 9:45, just get in the raffle? Do that. We'll be there, Anderson and PCH. There's usually parking right around the tower there. There's restrooms down there, so that's not a problem. And if there's no parking, you go across this street, right across Pacific Coast Highway over there in the Peters Landing area, and you can find plenty of parking over there. That's going to be a lot of fun, and we can't wait to see you on that one. And don't forget about Big Fish Bait and Tackle right down there on the corner of Pacific Coast Highway and Seal Beach Boulevard. If you go in there, you get your bait, you get your tackle, and then it's about a 2-mile drive south until you get to the tower, to give you an idea of where that's all at. So that should be absolutely fantastico. I will be here on this beach with you all tomorrow morning, and we'll get a look at how nasty that surf is actually going to get. I'm not sure. I'm hearing that it could be as big as 7 feet, something like that, and that'll be great. The surfers will be having a ball, and I will too. I'll enjoy seeing the power of Mother Nature. Who doesn't like that? And one more thing, we're going to be taking you along on that trip to Ensenada. So on Tuesday evening, I'll be coming to you live from Ensenada, and we'll have plenty of other content for you all. It's going to be another great adventure as we head to Ensenada. I'm also thinking about taking up the subject of what happens when a policeman stops you in Mexico, and the whole idea of la mordida. That is Spanish for the bite. You know, a dog bites you, but in this case, it's when the bite is you're going to bribe somebody to get you out of a ticket. I was thinking about taking that whole thing up because I know a lot of you are unsure of how to handle that. I can tell you how I handle it, what you should do. I can tell you all about whether or not you should buy insurance before you go into Mexico. I think we'll cover all that on this trip also, in addition to some great fishing, in addition to barbecuing, some ribeye steaks at Playa Saldamondo, and in addition to hanging out with Paulina, her mom, and some of the great captains in Ensenada. That should be an absolute ball. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm trying to figure out what kind of surprise Paulina has in store for me. We'll find out along with all of you as Tackle Shop Confessions Ensenada edition will be broadcasting live. I think Tuesday night, pretty sure that's it. Yeah, let's go with that. If it changes to Wednesday, I'll let you know. Hey, listen, have a great evening. As always, it's really wonderful spending time with each and every one of you. Just look at that beautiful ocean. Sunset is just a little ways away right now. It's another beautiful day. Blessing to be here. And I can't thank you enough for joining us. Hit that like button, and I'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early for the morning briefing. Take care, my friends.